Good day, everyone. Today we are going to discuss the third and the fourth basic steps in developing basic steps in developing rubrics. So this is the continuation of topic, the continuation of Miss Amanda de Guzman's topic. So I am going to discuss the third and fourth basic steps in developing. So the third step is you are going to determine the criteria or dimensions. So you are going to cluster the list of attributes and or indicators into possible groups or categories and label the categories. And this will form the criteria for assessment. And you also need to determine what type of criteria, that is if it is content, process, quality, or impact. And in all rubrics, like that is holistic ba, analytical, general, or task specific ang will be used. And then the step 3, this step involves grouping identified performance attributes into meaningful categories called criteria or dimensions, and that will serve as the basis for assessment. And you also decide on what type of criteria, like contents, process, quality, etc., or rubric like holistic, analytical, etc., to use. And only relevant attributes are included. So always keep in mind that only relevant criteria should be included in the rubric, because adding unnecessary or unimportant elements make the assessment confusing and less effective. And it may if a rubric includes criteria that don't directly relate to the learning and the learning, it can distract both the students and the evaluator from what truly matters niya. And then it's gonna make it harder to accurately assess performance and provide feedback. And then so by focusing only on the most important aspects, the rubrics becomes a clear and efficient tool for measuring. It becomes a clear and efficient tools in measuring students' achievement. Okay, and then I have here the examples. For example, in dance performance task, the attributes in dance performance tasks, like the movement accuracy, the body posture, the stage placement, and then the dance style. They are grouped in under the criterion technical skills. And then the other attributes, such as the emotional expressions, the rhythm synchronization, and the audience engagement, may form a second criterion, which is the artistic expression. And then for the research report, its components like an introduction, methodology, and data analysis, the conclusion, and the recommendations, they became individual criteria or dimensions for assessment. And then the next is the in chemistry lab report, its criteria include introduction, materials or equipment used, procedure execution, data collection or analysis, and result interpretation. So that is the step 3. And then the next step, which is the step 4, is you are going to determine the benchmarks and point values. So the step 4 is that in step 4, a number of descriptors can be used to accompanying symbols for letter or number grades, with or without accompanying symbols for letter or number grades. And so ang kaning sa step 4 na, is, ang RACR, you are going to define levels of performance with descriptive labels or benchmarks niya to denote in how well a task was completed. And in kaninga levels, they can be paired with symbols or letter grades or numerical values. So, naana siya table sa, we have the table and it has the level, it has 4 levels, no? The highest is the level 4 and the lowest is the level 1. And then on the right side, there are, those are the common labels. So first, we are going to start to the lowest level, no? If 1, then you are the common labels ana is kanang beginning, kanang novice, or underdeveloped and unacceptable. So ang kaning sa level 1, ang iyahang analysis ani niya is incomplete siya. Kuan nga ang it uses incorrect methods or fail siya to relate sa question. So mauna ang sa level 1. And ari po sa level 2, its analysis is basic ra, and it uses limited methods. It uses limited methods, let's say, and it has unclear connections to the question. So that is the level 2. So the level 3 is, we will now move on to the level 3, and its common labels are the accomplished, proficient, mostly developed, and proficient again. So at is a level 3, the analysis is complete na siya, and then it uses appropriate methods and the links findings to the question with only minor gaps. Yeah, so that's the level 3. And then we are now going to proceed to the last level, which is the highest level, the level 4. So its common labels is exemplary, distinguished, and substantially developed, and outstanding. So this level is kuani siya kanang the analysis is thorough, and then it uses multiple valid methods, and then it clearly connects findings to the research question. So that's for the level. And then sa point values niya, so kuan nato siya, ibutang nato nga ang kaning point sa point values, ang kaning 4, ang iyahang value ani is 100%. While ang kaning sa level 3, kuan siya 85%. Ang sa level 2 kay 70%. And sa last niya, sa lowest niya, ang level 1, which is the level 1, is 50% siya, and it can be assigned to each level to ito calculate sa final score niya, and that's the level 4. So in short, ang step 3 siya ang mo-organize niya o unsa imuha assist. So step 3, organize what you will assist. While ang step 4 pod, kay siya ang mo-define on how well the work needs to be done, and sa pag-score, unsaon sa siya pag-score. And that's the the third and fourth basic steps in developing rubrics. So the last step will be discussed by Miss Avelina Dilau. Thank you. That's